Bismillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir wa tammim bil khair. Ad-darsu as-sabi' ashara, lesson number 17. In this lesson, we don't really have any new ideas. It's basically continuation of the previous lesson, lesson number 16. The idea will be the same, that the plural of irrational beings, غير عاقل, is treated as singular feminine. For example, babun is singular, and when we say abwab, that will be the plural. So babun is masculine, but abwab will be feminine. And we have discussed in detail that whenever we have the plural of the irrational being, غير عاقل, then it is treated as singular feminine. So let's begin. Abwabul masjidi, babun, and the plural of babun is abwabun, and we know that this is mudaf and al-masjidi is mudaf ilayh, and this incomplete phrase or this phrase will be the subject, and maftuhatun will be the predicate. Okay, now why do we have here maftuhatun? Why not maftuhun? And the reason is because abwab is the plural of babun, and we know that it is the plural of irrational being, and this is singular feminine. This is what? Singular feminine. And that's why the khabar has to be singular feminine, as well as we know that subject and predicate, mubtadaun and khabarun, are equal in number and gender. So the doors of the mosque are open. Liman hadhihi al-buyutu al-jadidatu, and now we can see here that liman is jar majroor, and al-buyut is the plural of baytun, and al-buyut will be singular feminine, and similarly al-jadidatu will be also singular feminine. What kind of phrase is this? Does anyone remember? Hadhihi al-buyutu al-jadidatu, demonstrative phrase. We have ishara, and then we have musharun ilayhi, and also al-buyutu al-jadidatu will be mawsuf and sifa. That will be noun and adjective. So basically these are two phrases. Liman hadhihi al-buyutu al-jadidatu, who are these new houses for? Hiya limudir sharikati, these are, or these belong to the, or these are for the manager of the company. Asharika is a company, and we know this lam is lam al-jara, and after that the noun will be majroor, limudir sharikati. And here refers to what? Yes, any idea? Here refers to al-buyut. Okay, and the translation is who are these new houses for? They belong to the manager of the company. An-nujumu jamilatun, najmun, and the plural of najmun is an-nujum, and that will be subject, and jamilatun will be predicate. Okay, I have a question. Why I put dhamma or dhammatan on subject and predicate? Does anyone remember why both of them are marfu'? Both of them are marfu' because we know that the subject and predicate are always marfu'. Subject and predicate are always marfu'. That means either they have dhamma or they have dhammatan. And it's like something we have been learning from lesson number 1. هذه الدروس سهلة. هذه الدروس, these lessons, darsun, and the plural of darsun is durusun. So these stars are beautiful. Then we have هذه الدروس سهلة. These lessons are easy, and we know inshallah that these lessons are easy. Fil Hindi lughatun kathiratun. Fil Hindi, in India, lughatun, as we know, is the jama of lughatun, so it will be lughatun, and that will be mawsuf, and the sifa will be kathiratun. And now again, lughatun is the feminine, it's a broken plural, so it will be singular feminine. That will be mawsuf, and kathiratun will be the sifa. So there are many languages in India. Aina al-kutubu al-jadidatu. Kitabun, and the plural of kitabun is kutubu, and that will be singular feminine. That will be mawsuf, and al-jadidatu will be sifa. So where are Aina al-kutubu al-jadidatu? Where are the new books? Hiya fil maktabati. and these are in the library, and we know here refers to al-kutub, and here fil maktabati, these are in the library. Okay. Tilka sururu maksuratun. Tilka sururu, those beds, and we know that the plural of sarirun is sururun, and that's why we have tilka sururu maksuratun. Those beds are broken. Now we can see that the idea is the same, that whenever we have the plural of na'at man'ut, as-sururu maksuratun, tilka sururu will be ishara and musharan ilayhi, and that will be subject, and maksuratun will be predicate. So that will be subject and predicate. So those beds are broken. As we can see over here, those beds is subject and broken is the predicate. And whenever we have the combination of definite noun and indefinite noun, then we get the meaning of is or am. As-sa'atu al-yabaniyatu. Now here, as-sa'atu will be na'at, and al-yabaniyatu will be man'ut. Yes, mawsuf and sifa. So sorry, as-sa'atu will be mawsuf, and al-yabaniyatu will be sifa. As-sa'atu al-yabaniyatu rakhisatun. The Japanese watch is cheap. Rakhisatun, cheap. So again, we have nominal sentence. We have subject and predicate. Subject is mawsuf or sifa, and adjective phrase, and rakhisatun, as we can see, is the predicate. The Japanese watch is beautiful. As-sa'atu al-yabaniyatu rakhisatun. The Japanese watch is beautiful. هذه الحمر or al-hamiru lil-fallahi. Himarun, and himarun has two plurals, al-humuru, which has been used in the Quran, and the other one is al-hamiru. Lil-fallahi, yeah, rakhisatun means cheap, yes. هذه الحمر or al-hamiru lil-fallahi, these donkeys belong to the farmer. So himarun is the singular, and the plural will be al-humru or al-hamiru. And why do we have hadihi? Because al-humru or al-hamiru will be singular feminine. So that's why we have hadihi. We know that ishara and musharan ilayh should be equal. These donkeys belong to the farmer. Lil fallahi belong to the farmer. Aina kutubukunna ya akhawatu. Where are your books, O sisters? Hiya fil fasli, and these are in the classroom. So kutubukunna, your books, and we are talking to sisters. Ya akhawatu, hiya fil fasli, these are in the classroom. Again, kutub and kutubun is feminine plural. That's why, sorry, it's feminine, singular feminine, because there's the plural of kitabun. That's why we have to say hiya fil fasli, these are in the classroom. Hadihi kutubi wa tilka kutubu ukhti. Okay, hadihi kutubi, these are my books. Wa tilka kutubu ukhti, and those are the books of my sister. These are my books, and those are the books of my sister. Now we know that whenever we have ya al-mutakallim, then before that we have to have kasra. So it was basically kutubun, but because of ya al-mutakallim, it becomes kutubi. Hadihi kutubi, these are my books. Watilka kutubu ukhti, and those are the books of my sisters. And we know that kutubu is mudaf, and ukhti is mudaf ilayh. Those are the books of my sister. هذه مكاتب الطلاب. مكتب, and the plural of مكتب is مكاتب, and الطلاب, it will be مكاتب الطلاب will be مضاف إليه. These are the desks of the students. These are the desks of the students. في هذه الشارع فنادق كبيرة. There are big hotels in this street. There are big hotels in this street. في هذه الشارع is in حرف جار, and then we have مجرور, جار مجرور. فنادق كبيرة. فنادق doesn't have tanween. Why there is no tanween over here? Why not فنادق كبيرة? Why do we have فنادق كبيرة? Because it is diptote. Excellent, it is diptote. And why is it diptote? Because it is on the pattern of Mafa'ilu, excellent. So whenever we have a noun that is on the pattern of mafa'ilu, it will not accept tanween, as we can see over here. Okay, excellent. Okay, Tamarino, أجب عن الأسئلة الآتية. Answer the following questions. أين الكتب الجديدة? Where are the new books? Yes, do you remember where the new books are? هي في الغرفة الكبيرة. These are in the big room. Now there is a possibility that you can answer from the lesson, and also there is a possibility that you can answer from your own information that you have. لمن هذه البيوت الكبيرة? Who are these big houses for, or who these big houses belong to? And we can say that they belong to the merchants. We can also say they belong to the manager. So here the answer is hiya lit-tujjari, and these belong to the merchants. Now the idea is we have to focus on the plural of the irrational beings, al-buyutu, and that's why it is al-kabiratu. And similarly, here refers to al-buyut because it is treated as singular feminine. Abwabu as-sayyarati maftuhatun. Are the doors of the car open? You can say na'am, hiya maftuhatun, or you can say la, hiya mughlaqatun. It depends on whatever you want to say. So you say na'am, hiya maftuhatun. Yes, these are open. Aina aqlamul mudarrisi. Aqlam is mudaf and al-mudarrisi is mudaf ilayh. Where are the books of the teacher? Now you can answer whatever you want to. You can also say hiya alal maktabi hunaka, hiya alal maktabi hunaka, and these are on the desk over there. So there is a possibility that you can answer from your own knowledge, from your own vocab, and also you can follow the answers that we have over here. The next question is Ain al-kilabu? Where are the dogs? Ain al-kilabu? Kilab on the pattern of fi'alun. Where are the dogs? And we can say hiya fil shari'i. These are in the street. And we can also say hiya fil hadiqati. These are in the garden. Ain al-hamiru? Where are the donkeys? And we can say al-hamiru fil haqli. They are in the field. And we can also say hiya amama bayt al-fallahi. And these are in front of the house of the farmer. So here is used for al-hamiru because hamir is the plural of himarun, and himar is irrational being, ghayru aqil. That's why whenever we have the plural of the ghayru aqil, that will be treated as singular feminine. Aina kutubuki ya Maryamu? Where are your books, O Maryam? And Maryam she can say hiya fil haqibati. These are in the bag. So again, there is a possibility that you can answer whatever you want to, but here the answer is hiya fil haqibati. These are in the bag. Aina dafatar al-tullabi? Where are the notebooks of the students? Okay, and we can say here inda al-mudarrisi. They are with the teacher. Here inda al-mudarrisi. They are with the teacher. Ain al-fanadiqu as-saghiratu? Where are the small hotels? So we can say hiya khalf al-mustashfa. The answer hiya khalf al-mustashfa. They are behind the hospital. You can also say hiya fi shara'i. They are in the street. So again, whatever answer you feel like okay for you, you can answer. Liman hadhihi al-aqlamu al-jadidatu? Who are these new pens for? And we can say here libn al-mudiri. These belong to the son of the headmaster or the son of the manager. Hawil, that means to change or to transfer. Hawil al-mubtada fi kullin min al-jumal al-atiyati ila jam'in. Now what we have to do, we have to change the subject into plural. For example, al-babu maftuhun, and the plural of al-babu is al-abwabu. And of course, we know that when we change the subject, then the predicate has to change according to the subject. So that means we have to change the subject into plural, and we have to make sure that we have the predicate according to the subject. هذا قلم جديد. And this is a new pen. So you want to say these are new pens. You want to say these are new pens. How will we say? هذه أقلام جديدة. هذه أقلام جديدة. These are new pens. النجم جميل. The star is beautiful. Now you want to say the stars are beautiful. So how will we say? النجوم جميلة. النجوم جميلة. Excellent. The stars are beautiful. So now why do we say النجوم جميلة? Because النجوم is the plural of نجم. Okay. ذلك كتاب قديم. So we say that that is an old book. ذلك كتاب قديم. Now we want to say those are old books. How will we say? تلك. Okay, perfect. تلك. The plural of kitabun will be kutubun. And what will be the feminine of qadimun? It will be qadimatun. Excellent. So it will be tilka kutubun qadimatun. They are old books. ذلك البيت جميل. That house is beautiful. Now we want to say those houses are beautiful. Those houses are beautiful. So how will we say? تلك البيوت جميلة. Excellent. تلك البيوت جميلة. Those houses are beautiful. So here we have bayt, so we will say jamil, but when we say buyut, then we will say jamilatun. Similarly, here we have kitab, so we will say qadim, but when we have kutubun, then we will say qadimatun. هذا الدرس سهل. This lesson is easy. So we want to say these lessons are easy. So how will we say? هذه الدروس سهلة. هذه الدروس سهلة. And these lessons are easy. ذلك الجبل بعيد. That mountain is far away. And now we want to say those mountains are far away. How will we say? تلك الجبال بعيدة. تلك الجبال بعيدة. Those mountains are far away. So بعيد will change into ba'idatun. Sahalun will change into sahlatun. Jamilun will change into jamilatun. And why do they change into jamilatun, sahlatun, ba'idatun? Because of the subject. When subject changes, then the predicate also has to change. Because we know subject and predicate are equal in number and gender. هذا المكتب مكسور. هذا المكتب مكسور. This desk is broken. Now we want to say these desks are broken. So how will we say? هذه المكاتب مكسورة. هذه المكاتب مكسورة. These desks are broken. هذا مسجد جميل. This is a beautiful mosque. Now we want to say these are beautiful mosques. Okay, so what should we say? هذه مساجد. Excellent. هذه مساجد جميلة. These are beautiful mosques. Okay. So now why do we say masajidu? هذه مساجد جميلة. These are beautiful mosques. Because masajidu is on the pattern of mafa'ilu and it is a diptote. Yeah, it cannot take the tanween. Okay, then we say هذه ساعة رخيصة. This is a cheap watch. And we want to say these are cheap watches. So how will we say? هذه ساعة رخيصة. هذه ساعات رخيصة. These are cheap watches. تلك الطائرة كبيرة. That plane is big. And now we want to say those aeroplanes are big. So how will we say? تلك الطائرات كبيرة. Excellent. تلك الطائرات كبيرة. Those aeroplanes are big. هذا طالب جديد. Now we need to be careful. هذا طالب جديد. This student is new. أحسنت. So now we will say هؤلاء طلاب جدد. Excellent. هؤلاء طلاب جدد. These students are new. So now we have to make sure that when we have the plural of rational beings of aqil, then the plural of aqil will be هؤلاء. The plural of هذا will be هؤلاء. Similarly, طالب will change into طلاب and جديد will change into جدد. Similarly, ذلك رجل تاجر كبير. Or we can also say ذلك رجل عالم كبير. So if we have تاجر كبير, we will say أولئك الرجال تجار كبار. And if we have عالم كبير, then we will say أولئك الرجال علماء كبار. علماء كبار. So it depends on, like, here we have علماء, and here we have تاجر. So if we have تاجر, we will say تجار. And if we have عالم over here, then the plural of alimun will be ulama'u, and it is mamnu min as-sarf because it is on the pattern of fu'ala'u. Then the last one is hadha nahru kabirun. This river is big, and now we want to say these rivers are big, so we will say hadhil anharu kabiratun. Excellent. Hadhil anharu kabiratun, and these rivers are big. Now we can see that nahar is irrational being, غير عاقل. So when we have the plural, then it will be هذه. But we know that ذلك رجل, so we know رجل is عاقل. That's why ذلك will change into أولئك. So these are the small things that we need to keep in mind. Okay. ضع means put. في الأماكن الخالية, in the blanks. فيما يلي, that follows. أخبارا مناسبة, a suitable predicate. Khabarun, and the plural of khabarun is what? Akhbarun. So now what we have to do, we have to put over here, or we have to provide over here a suitable predicate. For example, al-baytu. Now you can answer in whatever way. Excellent. You can say al-baytu jadidun, al-baytu kabirun, al-baytu saghirun. So we can say al-baytu kabirun, the house is big. An-nujumu, the stars. Generally, we say the stars are beautiful. So how will we say the stars are beautiful? An-nujumu jamilatun. Excellent. The stars are beautiful. Al-babu, the door. So we can say al-babu maftuhun aw mughlaqun. Yes. So if you say the door is open, then we will say al-babu maftuhun, the door is open. Al-qalamu, the pen. Al-qalamu, we want to say the pen is new. So al-qalamu jadidun. If we want to say the pen is old, then we will say al-qalamu qadimun. Al-buyutu, the houses. Now we need to be careful. Al-buyutu. So you want to say the houses are old, or the houses are new, or the houses are small. So if you say the houses are small, we will say al-buyutu saghiratun. Saghiratun, the houses are small. Al-abwabu, the doors. And now we want to say the doors are closed. So how will we say? Al-abwabu mughlaqatun. Al-abwabu mughlaqatun, the doors are closed. As-sayyaratu, the cars. Either we can say are new, or we can say old. If we say new, we will say jadidatun, and if we say they are old, we will say qadimatun. Excellent. As-sayyaratu qadimatun. Al-mindilu, the handkerchief. We want to say the handkerchief is clean, so we will say al-mindilu nadhifun. Nadhifun. Okay, if we want to say the handkerchief is dirty, then what will we say? Wasikhun. We have also learned wasikhun. Okay. Al-fanadiku, the hotels. We want to say the hotels are nearby, so we will say al-fanadiku qaribatun. The hotels are nearby. At-tullabu, the students. We want to say the students are hardworking, so we will say at-tullabu mujtahiduna. The students are hardworking. Al-qumsanu, qumsanu is a plural of qamisun, the shirts. Now we want to say the shirts are dirty. I gave you the English, the Arabic of dirty now. Wasikhun, and because it's al-qumsanu, so we will say al-qumsanu wasikhatun. The shirts are dirty. Okay. Hati jam'al kalimat al-atiyati. Now you have to provide the plural of the following nouns. Al-kalimat al-atiyati. Okay. Babun. What's the plural of babun? Yes, please. Abwabun. Excellent. What about baytun? It will be buyutun. Excellent. Buyutun. Najmun. It will be nujumun. Excellent. Najmun, nujumun. So we can see that it's on the pattern of fu'ulun. Fu'ulun. Qalamun will be aqlamun. Excellent. Perfect. Himarun. It has two plurals. It can be, yes, it can be hamirun, and it can be humurun. So here we have humarun because it has been used. Himar and humar, both of them have been used in the Quran. Sarirun, and the plural of sarirun will be bed. It will be sururun. Excellent. Naharun, river, and the plural will be anharun. Excellent. Sayyaratun, car, and the plural will be sayyaratun, cars. Okay. Kalbun, dog. It's on the plural of fi'alun, so it will be kilabun. Okay. Ta'iratun, that means aeroplane. And now we want to say aeroplanes. It will be ta'iratun. Ta'iratun. Okay, the bird will be ta'irun without ta marbuta. So if you want to say bird, it will be ta'irun. And if you want to say aeroplane, then it will be ta'iratun with ta marbuta. Darsun, and the plural is, yes, ta'ir and tuyur, two plurals, excellent. Darsun is durusun. Durusul Lughatil Arabiya. The names of this book is Durusul Lughatil Arabiya. Bahrun, sea, and the plural will be biharun, and also abhurun. Yes, it has two plurals, biharun and abhurun. Okay. Then we have kitabun, and the plural of kitabun will be kutubun. Qamisun, we have just learned that the plural of qamisun is qumsanun. Qumsanun, shirts. Darrajatun, bicycle, and the plural will be darrajatun. Haqlun, field, and the plural is on the pattern of fu'ulun. So what will be the plural? Huqulun. Jabalun, and the plural will be on the pattern of fi'alun. It will be jibalun. Al-kalimatu al-jadidatu, the new words that we have learned already. Ash-sharikatu means company, and sharikatun will be the plural, companies. Mudir al-sharikati means the manager of the company. Rakhisun means cheap. Al-qamisu means shirt, and the plural of qamisun will be qumsanun, shirts. Alhamdulillah, our lesson is finished, and inshallah when we meet again, we will start our next lesson. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.